hand, and we'll call on you accordingly for questions. We'll start in front with Jeff White.
Tony, it's never easy against Florida State, it seems. What was the key tonight to getting out of here with a win?
Yeah, I think Reese Beekman and Isaac McNeely were terrific tonight. And I thought Rhodey was really good. Everyone had their moments, and we made plays. Our defense had stretches where it was solid, but it wasn't sharp enough. We fouled a lot. They got to the paint, and that was at the end. You took, put your head down and drive, and we didn't have much resistance, and we had some breakdowns defensively that we're going to have to clean up. But I thought those guys making such timely shots and plays, and the way Florida State guards you, we know that they switch, so you get the 5-on-1, you have to touch the paint. And I thought in the second half we had stretches of real good offense, and then we had stretches of real good individual playmaking, and that was enough tonight, barely.
Okay, we'll take one in the back and then Greg.
Isaac McNeely, man, what a game he had. 29 points, 5 for 7 from three-point land. I just wanted to ask how good is it seeing him get more involved in the offense?
Yeah, he's only in his second year, and he's getting more assertive and looking for his shot. Has deep range, but I liked that he put it on the deck a little more, which you have to. And he's having a heck of a year, and he's he's a good one. And I thought that was tonight. He's had a few coming out parties, but tonight he was really good in terms of showing what he could do in big time spots.
Okay, Greg and then Jeff.
You had Reese driving the ball tonight. Was that part of the game plan, knowing that you need him to drive to get the clean looks from
Yeah,
three?
in all of the years, I've coached against Coach Hamilton, and excuse me, throw water anywhere. Thank you. Choked me up, I tell you what. Reese driving so well. Excuse me. You have to, because you get the 1-on-5 switches. They're overplaying on the wings. The court's a little bit open, so you have to punch it off the dribble and go. And again, Andrew had to do it. Isaac had to do it, and of course, Reese was good. Dante did it a couple times and drew and kicked and made some plays. So it was really important. And again, it's a game that forces you to make plays off the dribble, and sometimes you can get movement and slips and different actions that you use. But at some point in the game, it's going to have to be some playmaking off the dribble.
I think Florida State had scored.
It's the best we got.
Is that a bourbon or is that a...
No, it's just Coke.
It's a dark,
Diet Coke.
a brown ale. Newcastle.
Florida State.
First beer my wife got me to drink was a Newcastle.
Okay.
One of my first beers.
I think they were on a 9-0 run, made it a 2-point game, and then Jake hit that shot from the left corner, kind of separated a little bit. I know, kind of asked this after every game recently, but what has his emergence meant for the team?
Huge. I want to give credit to Coach Sanchez. He gave us an action. He kind of whispered in my ear, I think that this is a time we could use an action, and we got 2 timely baskets off of it. So credit to him. And of course Jake getting that shot and set up some other stuff. So it was really good. But Jake, timely. Talk about timely threes. Isaac's 3 that we needed because we were leaking oil. And then in that run, I think they cut it to 2, right? And then we used that action, and Jake hit a huge 3, and then we got a play or 2 later, a nice slip at the rim.
Greg and then Jeff again.
Just Isaac's free throw shooting there in the last 15 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever it was. Do you expect that from him? He's been a good free throw shooter throughout his career.
No, we needed it. Yeah, no, Reese was discouraged. He missed 2, which he doesn't usually, but he was, he did. But Isaac was really clutch from all parts of the floor shooting the ball tonight.
Now that you're at the end of it, how did the 7 Saturdays in a row away from home test your team, and how do you think it grew over that span? Because it started with the Notre Dame game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the Saturdays away, it's our 7th straight one. I just think it's us growing up and finding ways and settling a little more on a rotation. Guys improving their game. Again, tonight was, and I'll watch the film, I shouldn't. I felt like we've really been coming defensively, and tonight that didn't feel as good. Credit to Florida State, the way they can make some plays and attack it. But lively crowd. We played in some pretty aggressive or loud arenas, and Saturday's usually the circled game. So being in that setting is important. And but every game now we're playing to just be in the hunt and keep qualifying for the good stuff. And I think we have matured, but still got a ways to go.
Okay, Greg. I was going to say that to win in this setting, what's it mean for the team to have a hard fought down to the wire win like that? What does it do for you guys going forward?
I think it's good. I mean, again, the thing about college sports, but college basketball, I don't want to say start over, but every game, every practice, you begin again. That's what you start, and you can't ever guarantee, oh, we're going to have it. We played terrific defense against Miami. Okay, that defense is going to show up. Well, it didn't show up the way it did against Miami. And thankfully, guys showed up and our offense showed up. So you just reestablish. You don't get too high after a win or too down after a loss. You just keep, as we say, you just keep chipping away and growing. And, you know, you learn in defeat, but it's nice to learn in victory too.
Okay, one in the middle.
There's been a lot of talk this year, maybe more than previous years, about some of the net rankings and how that's impacting conference bids. And, you know, you hear, I'm sure you try to block out the noise of the bracketology, but a league like the ACC right now is projected for 3, maybe 4 teams in, when it seems like there's more than 4 NCAA tournament quality teams. Is scheduling and net stuff something that in the off season as a staff y'all try to think about to plan for?
Yeah, I think when it's too soon yet, they cast it happens early. These are the teams, and you can't project who's in early in the season. You're looking at leagues, you know, it changes, and the net is not everything. When they get behind closed doors, there's basketball people. I hope they understand what's going on. There's not a huge separation between leagues. You know, I used to say, oh, the ACC is the best. You know, that's what they said. Well, I was in the Pac-10 at the time. Pac-10 was awfully good. When the ACC is great, it's great, okay? But you're looking at all these leagues, and there's not a lot of separation between the leagues. And when you look at this, and you can see a Clemson going to Carolina and Georgia Tech and all that, and then look around, it's happening. So the net, I think it's too soon. It's too early to say that. There's still ball left, and the ACC can compete with every league. They're all pretty close, and that's the reality of it. And I know everybody likes to look at the numbers, say this and that, but it showed that in the tournament the last few years, and I think too soon to be casting the die saying 3 teams, 4 teams, 2 teams. I mean, that, again, look where our team is going, and there's other teams too like that.
All right, thanks, Tony. Brees and Isaac.